Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Thursday, July 6, 2023. Stand up for your country. Well, we're getting closer to exposing this Hunter Biden, Joe Biden money situation. It's a very, very difficult story to get to the bottom of, but we'll do it. As I told News Nation audience last night, I hope you tune in and see that. Chris Cuomo, 8 o'clock. We have it on BillO'Reilly.com if you want to take it, but I told their audience, look, I don't have it all, but I will get it because I'm on it. And we're on it. My staff is on it. We're closing in on this. We can't subpoena bank records. That has to be done through Congress. We know the fix is in. The Justice Department isn't looking into this with any kind of authority. We know that. We know the corrupt corporate media. Only after things start to come out will they pay attention. But I have a pretty good staff, and I know what I'm doing. I just got off the phone with a very, very powerful government official who I can't name, and I'm not even going to quote that person because I don't lose anonymous sources, but I got filled in on a lot of stuff. And it's pretty grim, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So let's review what we reported last night. If you're BillO'Reilly.com Premium or Concierge members, you can get a transcript of this free. And you can then watch the program anytime you want. So if you missed last night's, it's worth going in and watching it. So as we reported, and as you probably know, this whole case started in 2018. Donald Trump president, William Barr attorney general. All right? And it was based in Delaware where Hunter Biden resided. The U.S. attorney appointed by Trump, David Weiss, was in charge of the case. All right. Fast forward to the election, there's Weiss. Fast forward to the election of 2020, Trump loses, Biden wins. But there's a transition period between Election Day and the inauguration. Bill Barr quits, all right, resigns as Attorney General. But before he goes, and he has been supervising the Hunter Biden investigation for 2 years, he says, don't worry about it. Under control, doesn't need a special counsel. I'm not going to appoint one. We ran that soundbite last night. Important for you to understand that. So Barr walks out the door and he says, everything's under control. We're investigating honestly. We'll find out what happened. Okay. In the middle of 2022, now we're leaping a year and a half. All right, from Inauguration Day, Merrick Garland is the Attorney General now. In the middle of 2022, Weiss in Delaware has now been on this case almost 4 years, assembles information and says, I need the cooperation of 2 other U.S. attorneys, one in Washington, D.C., all right, and that man's name is Graves, okay, and one in California. That man's name is Martin Estrada, okay? So Matthew Graves is the bald guy. Estrada is the other guy. He needs cooperation from these 2 because money from foreign concerns, Romania, Ukraine, and China, flowed into Hunter Biden's pocket in D.C. and California. So we asked them, let's partner up on this and we'll get the whole big picture. Unbelievably, and I mean that word literally, Matthew Graves and Martin Estrada say, no, we're not going to help you. Now, their boss, Merrick Garland, could have stopped that dead and said, yeah, you help Weiss. He's asking for your help. You help him. Garland didn't do that. So Graves and Estrada, they don't cooperate. They don't look into it. They don't do anything, leaving David Weiss in charge. Okay. So then earlier this week, I get wind that Matthew Graves' wife, Fatima Graves, has visited the Biden White House 28 times. 28 times. This is according to visitor logs. Now, the reason we got onto this is because we're tracking Alexander Soros. And we'll have more on that on Monday. Because he's in the White House like every day. So Fatima Graves goes to the White House 28 times. She got no government job. Now, she's an activist, very far left activist, okay? Gives a lot of money to Democrats. And her husband does too, Matthew Graves. So Fatima is in the White House. So we want to know why. What is all this? Nothing. We can't find out. Nobody will tell us why she's there 28 times. Suspicions rise. Now, the House Oversight Committee, Ways and Means, they need to call Fatima Graves in under oath. What were you doing there? 28 times. I suspect, I can't prove it, and I could be wrong. I want to repeat that. I can't prove it, and I could be wrong. That Fatima Graves is a conduit bringing information from the Merrick Garland White House, Justice Department, to Biden in the White House, Biden's people. Not Biden himself, but Biden's people. Conduit, carrying messages back and forth about the Biden investigation, of course. Remember, Matthew Graves and Attorney General Garland work in the same building in D.C. So you can't put it in writing. You can't call because those calls are taped. You got to send somebody back and forth. Right? Okay. So then we are stuck. But again, I'll find out. But I need Comer and Jordan and the others in the House investigating this to subpoena Fatima Graves. I can't subpoena the woman. Biden White House is not going to give you anything. But she could come in. What is she going to do? She can't take the fifth. If she did, that would be shocking. Although I don't think the corporate media would cover it even then. Now, I also got a lot of letters from last night's program about Bill Barr, the Republican, staunch Republican. And why would he not take aggressive action in trying to find out how much money came in from Romania, Ukraine, and China to the Biden family? Why would he just be so casual about it? It's all right. Why? All right. So you may remember that on June 21st, I interviewed former Assistant U.S. Attorney General Jeff Clark, who worked under Trump. Here's what Clark said about Barr. But why would Barr want to give cover to his political enemies?
Because I don't really think that they are his political enemies, Bill. I think that we're living essentially under a kind of uniparty apparatus in the United States. And I think that Barr is part of that uniparty apparatus, right? There's a kind of, red team, blue team sort of thing going on of, we're Republicans, we wear R's on our shirts versus D's, going on. But they're largely cooperative on lots of major issues, like a lot of the massive intelligence state we have now in the wake of 9/11, of all the warmongering that's going on, as we see with a lot of the support for Ukraine. And, I think Barr is in that mold.
Now, again, this is speculation, and I could be wrong, but it makes sense. Bill Barr got a lot of money to write a book, put the book out, was booked, promoting the book on all the liberal shows. Okay? If you go against the progressive orthodoxy in this country, you get book contracts canceled. You don't get on the Today Show. You don't get on Colbert. So Barr, knowing he's going to make millions, I don't know if it's millions, but it's a lot, from a book, goes out and goes, I'm not going to really attack the Bidens. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm gone. I'm going to make as much money as I can based upon my government service, but I'm not alienating the new regime. I'm guessing, but it's plausible. And that's a memo. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year's stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Let's go to the mail on the message boards. Concierge member, direct access to me, Sharon. Great No Spin News investigative report about the role of Bill Barr in the Joe Biden situation. In addition to Merrick Garland, Barr did not investigate Hunter Biden. That might not be fair. He didn't push the investigation, but I don't think he hindered it. He just wouldn't do what was necessary, in my opinion. Charles, the commentary about Hunter Biden should go into the O'Reilly Talking Points Hall of Fame. But answer me this, why would Barr cover for Hunter Biden? I think we answered that in this broadcast. And why was there not more outrage over the Biden family making millions of dollars? Because the public doesn't care, and the Democratic Party doesn't care, and the corporate media doesn't report it. Building, though. It's building. Beth Ellen, concierge member. Thank you, Beth Ellen. One of the best No Spin News is Bill laying out the Biden family corruption, naming those who hid it. To me, it's sad to see how far our country has fallen. Patrick Fiorentino, Oak Ridge, North Carolina. There's one thing Biden did to make life better for people like me. I'm retired, debt-free, conservative, and I have enough money to last my life because I invested conservatively. Now, with interest rates going up, I have 20 times more interest than I had before Biden. That's true. The interest rates are going up, so if you have savings, that goes up too. I just purchased some U.S. savings bonds because the interest level is getting up there where it's worth, and it's a safe investment. Michael Ross, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Why doesn't the House Representative subpoena Hunter Biden and ask him questions when he's under oath? Because he'd take the Fifth Amendment. Take the Fifth, every question. Waste of time. Tim McSherry, Manhattan Beach. Shouldn't Ben and Jerry give all their millions in profits to American Indians since they made all their money on stolen land? Ben and Jerry. My message of the day, Ben, Jerry, Che Guevara. BillO'Reilly.com has. You don't have to be a premium or concierge member. You go in there every day and read the message. I hope you do. You get a kick out of it. George Hoffman, New York City. What is the dark web? Is it a threat? Dark web is where criminal activities are conducted on cyberspace. They sell narcotics, traffic in pornography, child porn, that kind of stuff. Dark web. Brian Seiko, Hinckley, Minnesota. Killing the Legends was a great read. You and Dugard do a great job with these books. Keep it up. Okay, Killing the Witches coming next. September 26th. You are going to love this book, and you will be surprised by what is in Killing the Witches. You can order in advance at BillO'Reilly.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all of those places. All right, let's go. We have a summer reading program that we like to get involved with. Killing Crazy Horse, Killing the Killers, Killing the Legends, all bundled together. Plus a Team Normal hat, $32.95. Best deal in the country. $32.95 is what you spend for salmon, an entree, and they don't even give you a potato with it. It's an unbelievable deal. And then we have all kinds of other discounts on other books and Team Normal stuff flying out of here. Please check it out, BillO'Reilly.com store. Word of the day, do not be a nebbish, N-E-B-B-I-S-H. I love that word. Back with a final thought. Somebody needs some advice. Well, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your people and pulled your business through the pandemic. And now you could qualify for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Government funds are available to reward companies with 2 or more employees who stayed open during COVID. This is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Nobody knows about this more than the CPAs and tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do the work and share a percentage of the cash they get back for you. Even those businesses who took PPP loans can qualify. Nonprofits and churches as well. So let covidtaxrelief.org help you get up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. Okay, here is the final thought of the day. Got a letter in the regular mailbag today, not concierge. Says, hey, Bill, planning a 7-day trip to Italy for my wife's 50th birthday. It'll be 10 of us. You have any recommendations? Stephen Tucci, Plantation, Florida. Stephen, I have plenty of recommendations, but I can't do them on the regular mailbag. That's what concierge membership is. So say you sign up for the concierge membership before your trip to Italy, and congratulations on your 50th anniversary, by the way. You send me your itinerary. Where you going? And then I'll send you back tips, which will save you a lot of money and time and all of that. That's what concierge members get. But I can't do it in the regular mailbag because that's more issue-oriented. The concierge is a whole different thing. It is a life insurance policy for you, and you're going to need it. So anyway, there we go. I am going to write a column on Sunday with some additional information about our investigation, telling you how we're going about this. It's a little bit different. When I worked with CBS News and ABC News, Inside Edition, and Fox News, I had a big corporate structure behind me. Now I don't. I have a crack staff, but I don't have that corporate structure. But it's almost better because I get no interference in what we find. So, for example, this Biden stuff, we believe, have not yet nailed it down, that almost $30 million went into the Biden family from 2014 up to 2022. $30 million for nothing. That's what we believe. Again, we could be wrong on it, but that's the indication that we have. Now, that is a colossal amount of money for nothing. Was that Dire Straits song, Money for Nothing? Okay. You would think at this level, every corporate news agency in America would be all over this story. They're not. That's corruption. So anyway, Sunday noon column, I'm going to lay it out, where we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it. I got to protect my sources, and I will. And I'm not using them, by the way. Everything we report is on the record, all the names, you saw it. Not doing, somebody whispered, somebody said, I'm not going to do it. Not right. When you hear it from me, you'll know it's true. If I don't know it's true and I say this is speculation, you'll know that too. You make up your own mind on it. But I think we're starting to see the picture here, right? If you dissent, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Please read my column on Sunday. We'll see you again on Monday. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.